Okay, it's COVID log 68, I believe. 28 that we're on. See what happened today. World deaths 184,186. World cases 2.6 million, so they're growing like 100,000 a day basically. U.S. deaths are over 47,000 now, 47,663 U.S. cases, really getting close to a million, 848,735. My state of New York, we broke that grim barrier today, 20,167 deaths, 474 from yesterday. Cases over quarter of a million, 262,268. In my county, we had another death. We're at 13 deaths. 131 cases, which has not been consistent. Sometimes it goes up by 2, sometimes it goes up by 8. It's been very strange. We have 129 in mandatory quarantine, which is the highest I've ever seen it again. We're on day 53 since the first death in the U.S., day 98 since the first case. They did pass the bill for small businesses. However, everybody is so poor by now that they're gonna mail these checks out and stuff, and that they're supposed to last they're gonna last like 2 or 3 days. The experts figured out. It's just like pointless. That number of deaths we had yesterday, 474. That was the lowest that we've had since we reached the apex. So we're really continuing to go down, which is good. Still over 20,000 deaths is unimaginable, though. We still need the federal government to assist in state funding. We can't open schools and businesses and all that until they got us some tests, but we still need money. They did waive the FEMA fee. I guess when FEMA comes in to help a state, they have to pay, the state has to cover 25% of it. The president waived that for us here in New York, which is good because it was like hundreds of millions of dollars. But it's still, I mean, we need billions of dollars, so it's still not even close to what we need. Again, I mean, we're the most infected state. I think the next state below us has like 30,000 cases. We have over 250,000. There's only like a couple other states that are like barely in the 4 figures of deaths. We're at over 20,000. Like, nobody is even close to the devastation we've seen here. Still need testing and tracing done. The governor spoke this morning, and they are starting up planning on tracing. They're getting teams together as far as who's going to do it in the different regions around the state. They're calling in strategists to kind of set up how it's going to be done. I don't know when they're going to actually start it, but they're starting to make a plan about how they're going to go about it. I didn't mention this before, but it's been on the news. It's been talked about. Just a weird thing about the COVID-19 virus, that when you get it, you lose your sense of taste and smell. It's been reported since the beginning of this thing. I just never mentioned it, but I just found that to be really odd. Like, I've never heard of that, of any kind of symptom of a virus before, but just thought I'd note it because because I just thought that was interesting. Um, the problem we're having now is some states are opening. Like one is let's see, Georgia is opening Friday. So let's see, today is April 22nd. So I think that'll be the 24th. And they don't meet the guidelines, and the president doesn't care. He knows they're opening, he just doesn't care. There are other states that are planning to open too, and we're nowhere near ready. Like the models that the experts are producing say the earliest we could open would be June 5th. But President Trump is claiming it's safe. I don't understand it. These states aren't even following the guidelines that he put out. But I don't know. I guess it's nowhere around me. It's Georgia. It's Las Vegas. Actually, no. Vegas is not opening. The mayor of Vegas wanted to open. The governor of Nevada came on and said, nope, not going to happen. He shut her down big time. So they're not opening. But Georgia is going to open on Friday, and just going to have to see what happens on that one.